On Kamaymayan with that service. Gutierrez sets it to Salarzon. Dug up by Kamaymayan. Bicar will set it to Roy Piojo, and that would work again for
Roy Piojo has been leading them consistently here in
season. A job well done here. Meanwhile, from the pipe, that would be rejected this time by the blockers of UE. In the side of Ateneo. In the meantime, UE slowly regaining their momentum here after that good service ace here. Roy Piojo, number 2 best scorer at the moment. Piojo from the pipe. That is just too strong for the Blue Eagles.
The back throw. Axel De Feo was able to fish out Ryan Castro in the middle. And
4 points already for Aceron and 3 points for Piojo. A solid foundation here for UE coming from their rookies. Meanwhile, Aceron will give it another go, but this time, great dig here by De Castro. Kennedy Batas sends it over. Bicar back set to Roca, but Salarzon and the blockers were there. Piojo this time will try again. Great serve there as Bicar sets it to Piojo. Great pickup, but that would touch the floor this time.
Also, when it comes to dishing out those sets, kasi kada spiker may preferred height, preferred speed.
You're right. Meanwhile, a chance here for the Blue Eagles. They go to Gian Salarzon off the block, but still great pickup here by the Red Warriors. Roy Piojo will give it another go.
They also need to change their sails. Again, target those corner pockets. Learn when to challenge the blockers head on.
Meanwhile, Roca will give it another go. Great dig there by Kennedy Batas as Gian Salarzon with a one-man blocker. Still checked here. Chance to counter. They go to Brian Castro. Picked up still by the Red Warriors. Roy Piojo off the block.
They know how to utilize the tall blockers of the Blue Eagles. Look at that. For their advantage. And daming factors na i-consider eh. You have to check the efficiency of your attackers. And titingnan mo din yung depensa ng Ateneo.
And a chance here for the Blue Eagles. They go to Pasino. Picked up by UE. Roy Piojo from the back. Roy Piojo scored 8 points in their round 1 matchup, but today he is already scoring 9 points in this game. Gutierrez sets it to Batas. Dug up here by UE. Chance to counter. They go to Piojo. What a dig there. UE up by 2. First set was also in their favor. Everything working out pretty well here. Gian Salarzon sends the ball. Dug up here. They go to Piojo from the left pin, and that would still work for the rookie.
For Roy Piojo, it was another shank pass from Ateneo.
Kennedy Batas on deck. Bicar sets it to Piojo. Finds that hole.
I know that Roy Piojo is a strong hitter. Hold back on power when you see an opening on the floor. Look at that, just the right amount.
In set number 2, they are down by 2. Strong serve here by Gopio. Bicar to De Feo rather. Great save there, but just not enough. And just like that, again, UE, the Eagles just not ready for that ball. As we close set number 2, again in the favor. Senior as well, but he still has one last year if he chooses to play for the Blue Eagles. Meanwhile, Isaiah Roca will score this time for UE. Seems like this is the adjustment Ateneo is making in this set. Meanwhile, Roy Piojo, combination play.
That's the best play. Go to that differential pipe attack. Nalulunod yung blockers ng Ateneo. So, there has to be an adjustment because we're already in set number 3.
Andre Bicar came back today with 12 excellent sets already. And a one-man block. In a must-win situation here for Ateneo. Meanwhile, UE, they go back to Piojo off the block. Roy Piojo is unstoppable today. Meanwhile, Gian Salarzon and his team looking to not let this lead grow any bigger. But Roy Piojo,
the only player in double digits on both ends of the court. supported by the 9 points.
Meanwhile, Jet Gopio with 6 points for Ateneo. Really stepping up in today's game as well. Roy Piojo this time.
Oh, wow.
Makes up for that mistake there.
Avoided the established block of the Blue Eagles.
Right? Solid foul.
Hindi ka agad makaka-recover.
That was a heartbreaking loss for sure for the Blue Eagles. Meanwhile, they're finding their way here. But Roy Piojo is one of the seniors who could be playing his last and final game here in the UAAP. Roy Piojo with a soft tip adjustment. That would work for UE.
Things up. If the powerful hits aren't working, go to a soft one.
UE not letting this lead go any bigger. Picar with that serve. Combination. Gian Salarzon dug up here by UE. Roy Piojo will send it over. Taluban will set it to Salarzon, and a chance here for the Red Warriors. Of course, they go to Roy Piojo.
Ryan Castro. I thought it was already a tight 3-man block from a left side if you're a middle blocker. Again, when it comes to lateral movement, I feel like mas mahirap yung papunta sa kaliwa compared sa kanan.
Meanwhile, that would be a point for UE. Hakeem Asaron, as we take a look at his numbers, 11 points today. Jet Gopio is dug up by UE. Roy Piojo will give it another go, and he is not yet over. Save us some time as we continue the intense volleyball action today. Roy Piojo will give it a go. Dug up here by Ateneo. Amil Pasino with a cross court picked up by UE. Roy Piojo will try again. Picar to Piojo once again, asking for a block touch. Our first referee says yes.
There was a check ball.